Hey out there in YouTube land, full throttle kind of guy checking in. As car people, as guys and gals in the hobby, as it were, what can we do to help reduce clutter, but also contribute to the environment and do it safely? It's a great question, isn't it? Well, this is a short how-to on what you as an individual can do to help yourself, your community, your housing complex, and the environment. Stay tuned. Happy Saturday. Hopefully you got the day off. If not, you're doing something you like to do. But hang tight, you'll be off and having some fun before you know it. In my garage, just like any other people that are into this hobby, you wind up collecting a bunch of refuse, as they used to say in the military. And what I mean by that is, like, from jobs, you have oil, excess old brake fluid, transmission fluid, and whatnot. What do you do with that kind of stuff? Gone are the old days where you just dug a hole in the backyard and got rid of it that way and called it good. Those days are long gone, and for good reason. I live in Oregon, and the city that I live in, there is a state-sponsored program called Solve that comes by. They normally go to random locations throughout the state of Oregon providing this service. Solve's mission is to help dispose of these things safely and at no direct cost to us. How the program is funded is through our taxes. We pay for it as a service anyway. So normally they come in the areas like once a year or so. COVID was kind of an anomaly year in that, but it's a great way to go how to get rid of some of the old fluids you've got that's been sitting over the years. Let me show. So we all have our little favorite jugs with the little mystery fluid. What do you do with those things? Some people will put it out by their curb and their local recyclers will take it. But sometimes you kind of forget and it builds up and you get several jugs. Well, I'm going to go ahead and run down to the local event and get rid of it. So I'll go ahead, I'll load up my daily, and we're going to head on down to the Solve and let's see what's up. Okay, so here's the excess waste. It's in my trunk. Kind of wedged it in between some items to prevent it from flopping around and sliding around the trunk and reduce the risk of spilling. I don't want to spend part of my weekend cleaning up a trunk. Made it to the event. It's popular, needless to say. I'll flip it around real quick and I'll kind of show you the line out there, but it's pretty robust. It moves really fast. They're well organized. So, like I said, it's a great opportunity to get rid of some items that otherwise can pose a risk to your garage space, your kids, family in general, including our furry loved ones as well, especially when it comes to antifreeze. Some of the other benefits, especially if you live in a community, or let's say you live with an HOA, homeowners association, and they're constantly up in your shit, well, there's a good way to get rid of that and minimize and mitigate any type of hassles, as it were, from the man. To me, another added benefit was, by clearing this stuff out, I end up finding like oil that I bought and forgot that I had bought, because it's mixed in with my to be disposed of pile that I misplaced. So during my excavation or my archaeology, I found 3 unused bottles of oil, some transmission fluid, some differential fluid, and radiator fluid. And we all know how expensive radiator fluid has gotten. Remember the old days when it was like $5.99 a jug for the 100% stuff? Nobody thought about getting diluted nonsense. Now you got to pay for the privilege of 50-50. Screw that. So if you're on a budget and you're trying to make ends meet, I'd rather you put those monies where they're needed, especially if you're working on your project and you're keeping things going. Hey, every bit counts. So let's do things smart. And again, it's kind of a benefits us on separate levels. Not just keeping your garage sorted out, but again, between your household, your community, keeping stuff out of the water table that you wind up drinking and contaminating the fish and wildlife. That's not bueno. So let me go ahead and I'll spin this thing around so you can kind of see how long the line is. It's pretty entertaining. Yeah, so like I said, it's pretty robust. There's Epson off on the horizon, but like I said, it's a good benefit all the way around. So I encourage you to look up in your area. Like I said, you end up spending money for this anyway, and your taxes, so your tax dollars at work, as they say. I'll get some more footage once we're up in there, and I'll give you an idea how long it took. So far, I've been lucky. This thing's been held literally 5 minutes away from my house. So there's that. Sometimes we get a break, if you know what I mean. Oh, here we are. We're in the line. They told me it's like an hour wait. So things we do to get rid of some chemicals and whatnot. It's a beautiful day. I'm in it to win it, so I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. So like they used to say when I was in the service, smoke them if you got them. Status update. Still in this epic line. I don't know how they got it snaking through the woods over here, but leave it to the government. Anyways, so they were kidding when it's like an hour wait, so there's like 4 other rows. At least I'm first. But hey, man, anything to get rid of these stupid chemicals and whatnot. So there you have it. Made it a little further in the old staging area here, coming around the bend. So there's some progress. Nice lazy Saturday. Took a couple of naps, cleaned up my glove box while I was waiting. Sometimes you just gotta stay busy. But because the trucks and the dudes in hazmat suits get ready to take my chemicals off my hands, so every little bit of help I can get, I'll take it. There they go in their little hazmat suits, doing what they do best, collecting our old and wanted chemicals. Was it worth it hanging out all this time to get your chemicals dropped off? Heck yeah. Apparently they also take sharps and other unsafe items. The best thing I'd recommend is to check out your local events. They normally have restrictions and outline things they will and will not take. So again, it's a worthwhile endeavor. I'll do a wrap up once I get my stuff dropped off. I won't have any time to take any video of the actual process because it's pretty much a run and gun proposition. Operation at ground zero, so there. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. So, again, welcome to Oregon and its chaotic ass weather. It just hailed a couple of moments ago. Now it's raining again, so pretty much dicked over my garage time so I can do my wrap-up video. Solve really did help, as far as getting things done. Expect the wait when you go there. What do you want? Again, you could get rid of some unsafe chemicals and other whatnot. And it's not just automotive related too. I mean, you could get a car that has, random, unsavory chemicals in it, or property or whatnot. And, it's a good way to go to help get it disposed of safely. And,
let somebody else take care of it in the hazmat suits and let them deal with whatnot. One thing I am guilty of this, and I'm sure somebody out there is guilty of it too. Sometimes we'll buy something, we'll set it down, and just don't know where we put it. Well, thanks to me sorting things out, I found that I had no less than 5 units of the full jugs for oil changes, full of brand new oil, 4 units of antifreeze, unopened, the whole 9 yards, and yeah, it's the 100% legit antifreeze, and that watered down crap. I think I even found some ATF, a brand new, big old jug of ATF fluid, or automatic transmission fluid, excuse me. So if you look at it from the dichotomy of, if I found 5 units of oil, and we'll just price it conservatively, let's just say $25 a unit, because we know how much oil is going up for whatever reason. That's $125 right there. Antifreeze, that's $15 a jug right there. So that was 4. So, that's $60 right there. So that's $185, and throw in the ATF, we'll round that up to 15. We'll say $200 worth of fluid I don't have to spend now because I've got it there, and I can put that towards something else on a car to get it up and running and do whatever. So if anything, help with my inventory, and again, not buying things, it may benefit you in different ways as well too. So we got some housekeeping to take care of. Think of these things outside of the box per se. So that's one thing you can do, and how to do it safely on somebody else's dime, which is kind of cool. I know that we kind of pay for it in the long run because of the tax that's on it, but again, it's out there. Use it or lose it, and there you have it. So within the link itself, I'll also put down more about Solve and its mission. So if you are a local resident or Oregonian, this is something to take advantage of. I'm sure some states may have some similar programs like that through the EPA. So, use it. But full throttle kind of guy. I'm just enjoying another soggy, rainy day here in Oregon. Hopefully get a little sun tomorrow and do a little bit of work and clock in on the cars. They got some things I got to finish up on the Dart in regards to vapor lock, which I'll get some content out on that. So, full throttle got a guy, maxing, relaxing, waiting to pick up my little girl from work. Gonna take me a little nap before she gets into the car. Maybe get a little alcohol tonight and have some adult beverages with the fam, and maybe go out. Who knows? But you all have some fun. Hopefully it's nice weather where you're at. Even if it isn't, build some memories, kick it with the family, do what you got to do some planning. Stay off of Craigslist, stop buying project cars and Facebook Marketplace. I'm kidding. You do what you want. You're an adult. I trust you that you'll, exercise judgment. So anyways, look forward to seeing you again probably tomorrow. So peace out. Have fun. Be safe. Talk to you later.